of Madan and Peter Clifford. Take it away, guys.
For coming in, and that is very welcome because
Attacking MotoGP sprint and also third on the MotoGP grid on their takeoff. What do you make of this?
2-3 on the grid are the same position in the cup chase. So Brian Uriarte is
into this weekend. I would actually argue he's almost walking around and acts as though he's got this comeback that he had going through the long lap penalty after exceeding track limits. A cracking set of races for him though overall.
Yeah, that's right. Veda Ega. Talk about cracking.
I mean, blimey.
Chase the guys around, and I'm very happy. And they're another happy man.
There's a lot riding on these current races, Peter, isn't there?
That's right. And one of those with eyes on that position is Rico. But I've got the pace. He said, I'm down on the fourth row, but I know...
The riders that are in their third year want to move up if they're available. One step closer to crowning our 2024 Cup winner in just 13
kilometers of Red Bull Moto are under starters' orders. Temperatures rising, and we're away for the Red Bull MotoGP Rookies Cup Race 1 here in Aragon, and a superb start from the pole position from Alvaro Carpe. Alongside him and underneath him, no, it is Carpe. Everybody gets around okay. Yes, I think they do, and he's away. It's going to take a lot of stopping because he's got the pace. He's run it on his own. He knows he can do it. He's a confident man.
It's a long, long run up the hill now before they plummet back down. Not long ago, he only lost a single position, but it looks like he could be losing a couple more. As Hakim Danish and Valentin Peroni look up his inside, they're in respective 5th and 6th position.
Brian Uriarte is in 2nd place. Veda Ega in 3rd.
Things go from bad to worse for Dodo Boggio. There he is. Dear. He's crashed out of the...
Enjoyable year, really, at all, has he? Is it too many difficult situations? There's no green out there because that was very much off the track. But there's no penalty for that. Brian Uriarte, though, uses the opportunity to pick up the lead, takes it from Carpe with Chies in 3rd.
And there we go there. Oh, we got riders down the background. Who's that? Oh, 7 riders down. Goodness me. Oh, it's Christian Daniel, Marco Morelli, and I think it's Joel Pons who's gone down. Goodness me, that is a big, big shame.
Yeah, but it's all gone bad for him here, unfortunately. There's the 28 ahead, and there is the 54 of Veda Ega taking 3rd place away from Maximo Chies.
We were distracted by the fact that Brian Uriarte had retained the lead at that part of the track, and then actually we think any riders came together. That looked more like 3 separate incidents. Well, it's good. They haven't ridden the track today, Peter, have they?
No, that's right. And, of course, it's changing all the time as more tarmacs it, but it also rained overnight, so that affected things. There could actually be less grip now than they had in qualifying. Because
what, 24 points that separate them now or so in the championship standings? Uriarte.
Yeah, and that's the 95 surface, but he's out of this.
Oh, we're not going to get to see the cause, but it looked like...
Yeah, as you say, it looks more like three separate incidents, doesn't it?
Yeah, you would expect the bikes to be together, wouldn't you? But...
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, we're just guessing, really.
Yes.
Okay, right. So back with the leaders then. Again, so as well. Ahead of Veda Ega and the number 54 in 5th.
And Hakim Danish on the prowl as well. He's got experience from the Aragon circuit in his respective championships. Extremely, extremely impressive.
So Chies up into 2nd place now. He's looking for the slipstream of Brian Uriarte. He's pulled ahead of the 83 of Alvaro Carpe. Now this is...
Yeah, you can see off the back of this group, as they cross the line, we'll be seeing where they are. I mean, it says, oh yeah, Rico Salmella's there with Roger Mouli just joining on. So we've got quite a big leading group now. You can see how much they really caught up on everybody down that long, long back straight. But Uriarte...
Hardly anybody else has actually been here, was here. Maximo Chies was.
Conditions as well. It'll be a real test of their endurance, the Rookies Cup riders in this sort of heat. I mean, yeah, incredibly intense it is. A very physically demanding circuit.
On the move at the moment.
Well then, Hakim Danish in 3rd place then, looking pretty back to his best, I would say, then after a little blip in Austria, let's say, as Valentin...
Meters shorter than the Mugello straight. And, of course, Mugello, you have a much faster run onto it. Anyway.
Well, there we go. Into the final turn. Uriarte stays in charge, but he's got Danish just behind him. Chies in 3rd place then. This is where those curbs are on the outside of the runners, and there are no more track limits apart from as it goes down the line of Danish.
That's right. Now, there's that huge... It's a big group there, isn't it? A good sort of...
Moundsy and Sessler.
Yeah, superb stuff. On board.
Oh, we've got a red flag rider. That's the pause from the race at the moment. So this is the first red flag of the year, not being told why at the moment, but the good news from this one.
Yeah, good.
So yes,
I mean that's a big number of fallers we had, and it's as many fallers as we've had all year. Bikes patched up as well, but we'll see about that. We'll just not jump to any conclusions. We'll watch what happens.
Apart from that, those incidents, it was 5, so, well, they were doing 202 flats.
Yeah, well, that's right. So they're putting back to the...
Has been fully resurfaced.
And you're on board with Carpe looking... and that's the excellent...
The riders going down there, yes.
Of the, I think, coming out of the previous turn, and then to pick up a couple. Not really happy with where he is.
Well, commentary position, we can wave at him. Yes, rumour has it.
Absolutely. Just to finish off talking about Morelli, because he almost won race 1 in Spielberg. Very ordinary, race 2 and finished 12th. Okay, so now just the restart here for the warm-up lap.
Worth on lap, and Morelli and Christian Daniel will be heading into...
So 5 laps. Aragon, who's going to win this one? There's a great start again from the pole man, but this time it's Brian Uriarte who has the advantage.
Superb start from Uriarte. Look at that. I mean, what a dream start that was. It's Veda Pratama in second place, though. Too cautious from Carpe. Veda goes very, very wide indeed. He will concede P2 to Valentin Peroni. He shoots through. We've now got the other riders. The other riders go wide through turn 3. That was Pratama again. A chaotic few corners for him. It's Peroni in second place.
And Hakim Danish has made a good start. He's up in the 5th place. Absolutely superb from him. Peroni did what he said he was going to do in the first race. He actually managed it in part 2, got away really well, and so importantly, in front of Carpe.
That was determination personified by now, with a few bike lengths behind Peroni to Pratama in 3rd.
That's right, and of course, that's the live cup standings, and that would turn things around, be minus 12 points only. He'd halve the difference if it finished here, but it's not a call.
Keeler's very, very deep on Pratama. Don't forget about me. I'm on the charge here as well.
And so is Carpe. He's charged up to 3rd place.
We got riders going wide in the foreground.
Yeah, very wide. Let's hope it's only...
He is either down or he's through the gravel. I do hope TV Direction can hear us, because Keyless has gone down. Oh, goodness me, that's really shot the foot. And Keyless, he gets pushed. Oh, goodness me, that's Hakim Danish's... Hakim Danish went up his inside.
At the moment, it's just this 3 at the moment.
Carpe out front then, so a cautious start, but then he's really wound it up. He's back in front. We got Uriarte in 3rd.
And Peroni said, I can't let Carpe get away. Carpe runs wide. Peroni is in the lead. Then he loses 2nd place to Uriarte.
It is all on the table. It wasn't chaotic whatsoever in race 1 in regards to the fight for the lead. But race into the final turns then, and absolutely railing it out onto the crest. He comes there. What a drive that was for Carpe. If he repeats that, I mean, goodness me, he has got this win in the bag.
But Uriarte is there. He's back
there.
on
Title. He needs to be aggressive. He needs to put him out the way.
Well, that's right. Uriarte knows that he has to win these races. He's got to braking very, very hard and back into 1st gear for this very tight left-hander.
This is such a crucial section here with the S's here, and then a short little squirt before then the run onto the back straight. That 1st gear corner, Valentin looking up the inside, but not quite. It's all about the drive.
It is Carpe. It's going to be tough. It's going to be Carpe. They can't pass him now. It's Alvaro Carpe that wins from Peroni and Uriarte.
Blimey O'Reilly, 200ths of a second separates Carpe from Peroni. Goodness me, well, what a win that was. That was a real statement from Carpe.
It was, wasn't it? Just my goodness. And there is Maxwell. Thank goodness he's okay. Thank goodness he's okay, and we'll get to ride again tomorrow. On everybody else if he is going to be crowned with the cup today.
His name is Max Keyless.
Yeah, that's right. And of course, Max wants to make up for yesterday's, but I don't think so.
Well, here's one rider who will be going out.
Make a little bit of slip, a little bit of mistake, but of course he didn't, and he said there was nothing I could do about it. Only...
01, road 2 is Pratama, Danish and Peroni. Look out for the Indonesian and Malaysian riders in these sorts of conditions. Behind them, you've got Ruche Mouli, Christian Daniel's best rookies result ever yesterday of 6.
How quickly he can go on the number 51 KTM. There's a 28 of Max O'Keefe
for a ride-through penalty.
Right, so let's hope we have none of that today. Now this is the downhill corkscrew, the corkscrew or so. The same grid start for the Red Bull MotoGP Rookies Cup. Race 2 and Aragon gets underway. And a superb start from Alvaro Carpe, but Brian Uriarte is alongside him, almost alongside him. Surely he's going to have to tuck in. Is he brave enough? No, he isn't. He tucks in behind Alvaro Carpe. Somebody's run wide. Is that Veda perhaps who ran wide? But he's managed to keep it upright, thank goodness. And as they go away up the hill.
Start for him. Veda Pratama got really bogged down. He was so cautious. And there, Brian Uriarte looks the wrong direction. Finds Hakim going out into the lead, looking for redemption after yesterday. We saw Max Keeler.
He needs to be a lot more cautious. And it's Peroni it is who picks up third place now. Carpe back to fourth place. Kia is in fifth. And very much Hakim Danish with the advantage over Brian Uriarte. Well, superb stuff. You said the Malaysians are good in the wet.
Love is second, it doesn't matter. As we see the 70, Christian Daniel Jr., a former flat tracker, rising through the ranks in the US, overtaking Max Keeles in towards turn 16, outbreaking him. Christian Daniels into Rain is the great leveller, and he is someone who has really struggled in his first year of Rookies Cup. He doesn't know
to turn things around here to open up all the possibilities. It still is Hakim Danish from Brian Uriarte. And Hakim had a, superb first lap, but Brian Uriarte won't do anything too silly, I hope, in this chase of Hakim Danish, but he certainly wants to get as many points as he can over Alvaro Carpe, who's still back in fourth place.
There is Veda Pratama behind Guillaume Plong there, so whereabouts are they? They are fighting for 11th spot. They've got well, we've seen been shouting for Christian Daniel Jr. moving up to 5th place, but he's just been overtaken by Milan Pavelec into 5th place as well. The Polish rider was taken out yesterday in that three-rider pile-up. Well, he's into 5th place now from the back row. That is absolutely incredible.
And superb stuff, considering that he's, last couple of years he's been riding big super bikes, and now he's riding something completely different.
That is apparently a characteristic of these Pirelli wets rather than a bike issue. We found out in Moto3 yesterday. But look at this, Peter, the 44 is in 4th.
Yeah, absolutely superb stuff. And you saw that fish tailing, he's obviously upset by the tyres, nothing too much to worry about. Wow, superb stuff from Christian Daniel Jr. Wow, brilliant stuff on the brakes to go past Milan Pavelec.
Oh, they've both gone down. Carpe's down. Oh, my goodness.
This is chasing. He's running there to pick up the bike again, but he is the points leader. He is now down. The points are disappearing. His lead is disappearing.
This is why we say, Peter, never say never in Rookies Cup. You gotta be careful. Got to keep an eye out for Brits in this sort of weather as well. Uriarte stalking Hakim Danish, and this has completely changed the complexion of the championship.
And there's still 7.5 laps remaining at this race.
Goodness me.
Yeah, so. Wow, and it's clear it's a wet, cold morning here. And ahead of him, of course, is our Flying Finn, and he's used to, he races on the ice, races in all sorts of conditions. So that's a really good news for our Flying Finn on the number 27.
So where has Carpe rejoined? As I look on our screens, he
lost a full almost 10 seconds on that lap. But of course, if he broke the footrest, it's one thing. But if he's broken the gear change over, that'll be something even an awful lot worse.
Keeles is not feeling confident, Peter. He crossed the line and he was 4.8 seconds off Rico Salmela. The second sector, he was 5.9. He clearly made a big mistake, and he's just let.
If he doesn't watch out, Keeles is going to be passed by a whole group. He could be passed by about 5 riders here. They're right behind him, including good guys like Rouchet Moodley.
Rouchet, as you see, Guillaume Plong as well. I mean, a French rider, although I'm told jokingly by his friends in the tent that he's basically Spanish. He spent so much time in Spain. Still, a French rider, calculating rather rapidly, put a 2:21.9 in, but that's faster than the 4-5 riders ahead of him at the moment.
So we'll assume then that he hasn't lost the gear change lever, because otherwise I don't think that he would be able to do that. So if he's got the and there was only a guess that he might have broken the footrest actually, because we couldn't see it. It was just the fact that his left foot was dangling in the air.
You can see from the bottom of the bike how just how dirty as well the rain is around here. I mean, it brings up all the dust and throws it down onto the circuit. A lot of grip there. Some of the Moto3 bikes came and run in the Red Bull ring, so this will be very welcome indeed. As we see, Lennox for Mara has gone down now, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for poor old Lennox. He was 18th yesterday. He's not had really a really fantastic season. Just, oh, there he goes. Whoa, that it was a nasty sort of flick over the high side. Good to see that he's up and okay.
He decked it right in front of Rocco Sessler, his former combatant.
Yeah, and as you say, you know, Hakim hasn't had a great second half of the season. He's 11th, 10th, 14th, 14th, 14th. So, you know, compared with his second and third early in the year, he really has had to reverse his fortunes, and he's doing that superbly. So it's going to be a hard one.
He's doing similar lap times to those in 14th and 50th and 13th, but Christian Daniel Jr.'s a 2:18. Who's that? Just got, oh, it's Peroni! Goodness me, Peter! Peroni's gone down, he's thrown it away! Goodness me, and Max Keeles is going to come through and see that! And goodness me, this is why you cannot count anybody out.
Absolutely. Let's see if he can get. It's not easy to get it going. He's deep in the gravel there. He's getting help, but that's on screen as though he is, really.
It's 2/10 closer than he was at the start and finish straight.
Yeah, that's not enough, is it? He's got to really close on him quicker if he's going to make any difference in the last lap and a half. There's the 83 of Alvaro Carpe. And he still is outside the points in 17th place. And where Enrico Salmela?
Well, that is the big question, and our screen keeps chopping in and out. It keeps going blank. It's like it's giving us a guessing game, making it more interesting for us. But this is what we care about, Peter. It's 1 second between Enrico Salmela and Rico's got second. Rico's got it, but we can't see because we're looking at Hakim Danish. There he is. Finally, we've seen the battle for second. Wonderful news. Thanks for catching up with us, everybody.
Pulls out of the slipstream, but it's still a long way from home. It's that long, sweeping left-hander. Who's going to find the grip and the drive over the finish line to chase Hakim Danish?
He's got the inside line. He's got it, but the screen's gone black.
Salmela has the drive. Salmela's got the superb drive. Kia's in 9th place. So that will be important points. And there is our cut points leader, but he doesn't add to that score. He's 16th. He doesn't add to that score today.
And I believe ever. Fantastic stuff from him.
And that he is
the... do we love that? When was the last Malaysian winner in Rookies Cup as well? That must be
I'm pretty sure we as well. I don't think we've had a Malaysian winner of Rookies Cup. Yeah, another nation to add to our trophy. The rest is how everything was sliding around at the end.
Lovely young man, isn't he? And he will be so delighted with it, won't he?
Well, that's right. Now, I think it's just 13 points now that Alvaro has over
former Grand Prix rider, etc., trainer of Hakim Danish, and all the upcoming Malaysian riders will be watching this one, I believe, from home in Kuala Lumpur.